For some college students, sexual education is an uncomfortable mandatory freshman seminar. For some others, like Angela Maskey at Georgetown University, sexual education means breaking boundaries and pursuing passion.
I think I kind of had a double-pronged experience of sex negativity a little bit because my dad came from a conservative Baptist family and my mom came from a Chinese family that wasn't necessarily extra conservative, but sex was never something that was really talked about. I think that also kind of pushed me to ironically want to learn more about living a healthy sexual life, but also increasing conversations about healthy sexuality in general.
As a student studying health on a Catholic Jesuit campus, Angela Maskey does not let clashing personal and institutional ideologies stop her from advocating for a robust sexual education available to everyone.
We are an unrecognized student organization, which means that we don't receive any funding or recognition from the university. And it also means that we don't have access to benefits like booking rooms for speakers, and we can actually get kicked out of our rooms when we host events, which has happened before.
Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., according to their religious ideology, does not support pro-choice practices and thus prohibits condoms to be passed out or sold on campus, which in other words means the university opposes the idea of abortions. In response, a student organization called Hoyas for Choice works to fill that gap by providing safer sex supplies and emergency contraception to students for free.
We also have, if you want to bring these to people about emergency contraception.
In contrast, non-religious schools tend to provide a plethora of activities and talks in order to provide a comprehensive sexual education and at the same time to create a comfortable environment to talk freely about safe sex.
So we offer free condoms of all different varieties, and we have a sexual health station actually where students can come in anytime that we're open and just take whatever they want from the sexual health station, from informational pamphlets and handouts to all types of condoms. Right here we have a dispenser as well, and we have something similar like this in most of the residence halls. We do a whole week called Sexapalooza Week, and so the whole week is dedicated to doing a lot of programming in the first year residential halls, such as sex bingo, sex jeopardy. We might do some free HIV testing.
Nearly half of the 20 million sexually transmitted infections diagnosed each year are among young people aged between 15 to 24 years. Thus, whether private or public, universities in the U.S. consider providing sexual education and services to be an important part of a college education.
And I found that my parents have actually been really receptive to this, have listened to what I had to say about it, which is ultimately, what's important to me.